Hey, what's going on? What's going on, guys? It's your boy Cody the Clever Investor, and we are live on YouTube for the first time. Super excited that you're here. I'm actually in my backyard, hanging out with my dog Boomer. Say what's up, Boomer. Anyways, saw that YouTube has a live feature, and I thought, you know, let's go live, have a quick conversation. And today's conversation is gonna be very powerful. It's gonna be very important if you are a new entrepreneur, if you're younger. I'm talking directly to you. I'm gonna cover a conversation that has to do with one of the biggest diseases that you can ever have as an entrepreneur, and it's the disease to please. All right, I've been in business for over, geez Louise, been a real estate investor for over 14 years now, and own multiple businesses at this point. Started working at a very young age, and I see a lot of new entrepreneurs get stuck in this horrible cycle of trying to please everybody around them. Especially nowadays in the day and age of social media, it's harder than ever to say no to people. I know for me, I'm a natural people pleaser. I had to work really hard at really understanding this art form of saying no and realizing that it's actually a disease to want to please everybody around you. And if you really think about it, so many people have opinions nowadays. And with social media, it's easier than ever to share your opinions with others. And I know when you're new and you don't have a lot of confidence and you're a little unsure of the next steps to take, it's natural to want to go around and ask your friends and family members their opinions. And you go to networking events, especially in the real estate space, everybody is there at the networking event wanting to share their opinions with you. The fastest way to fail is to sit there and get wishy-washy and change directions and constantly second guess yourself because you're so worried about what everybody else thinks that you should do with your life. Take your own social media, for instance. Never before in history of mankind has it been more important to build a personal brand. Going live on YouTube or Instagram or Facebook and constantly putting out social media posts, building your brand, being passionate about what you're into is more important now than ever. And I see people constantly posting things that are very inauthentic because they're so worried about what everybody else is gonna say about what they're doing with their lives. They try to pretend that there's something that they're not. They are so worried about the comments and opinions of others that you can feel the inauthenticity in their posts. And I'm telling you, I know a lot of social media influencers. I know the real ones from the fake ones, and the people that just buy their followers and that kind of stuff. The people that attract others, that compel others to get behind their vision are the ones that are the most authentic. And the most authentic people understand that pleasing everybody is impossible. There's no way you're going to make everybody happy. I hope that after you watch this video, you start posting things on your social media that you want to. If you want to take pictures of food, go for it. If you want to talk about how you're making money, go for it. If you want to show pictures of your lifestyle and the things that you're into and your vision board or even the stuff that you have, go for it. Don't worry about everybody else. I'm telling you right now, I have a tremendous amount of haters online, a tremendous amount. And I've gotten used to it. I don't even respond to that. I don't allow that negativity to come into my life. I don't respond to it. Every once in a while I have fun with it and I'll gut punch somebody back or I'll check somebody back just because I'm being playful. But the truth is, I've learned to eliminate that noise from my life. And I want you to think about something. When you're a people pleaser, you actually attract less people. When you're a people pleaser, you become more manipulative because you're always trying to convince other people to like you. When you're a people pleaser, you have less confidence. When you're a people pleaser, you love yourself less. And I truly believe this with all of me. Saying no to people, being stuck in bad relationships that you know that don't serve you, that aren't empowering you to take your life and your business to that next level, it's not being selfish to say no. It's not being selfish to take a break from somebody, whether they're a family member or a good friendship of yours that you've been friends with for a long time, but now you're starting to grow apart because you're becoming ambitious and you want to take your business to that next level, and you're starting to talk about bigger things, and it's freaking them out, and they're kind of giving you their opinions, telling you all the reasons why your new business venture won't work, or why you should do it this way, or, oh, I've tried that in the past, it doesn't work as well. If you do it that way, try it this way. Whatever they got going on that's holding you back, it's not selfish to say no. It's selfless to say no. It's important for you to say no to those kinds of relationships. Maybe, and it's hard, I get it. It might be your parents. My parents sat me down when I was brand new and they said, I was telling them I was gonna be a real estate investor. I was gonna make millions and millions of dollars. I was gonna be the first person in our family to ever do that. And I was so passionate and excited about this new business venture. And they told me every reason why I should just stay in college, go get a good corporate job, work my way up the corporate ladder. They were so conditioned, and it's not their fault. I love my parents. I love my upbringing. They're phenomenal people. But it's not their fault. They were never taught to be successful. Nobody ever showed them the pathway to success. My dad's dad died when he was like 12 or 13 years old. So he didn't know. So when he sat me down and told me all those things, it was coming from a place of protection, a place of love. Thank God I didn't listen to him. Thank God I didn't try to please him. He was my hero growing up. It was very difficult to make that choice to stay focused, stay on the path, and do what I believed was my destiny. When you're a people pleaser, you don't have the confidence to do that. When you're a people pleaser, you get stuck in bad relationships. I mean, to please is a disease. It really is, and it holds good people back. So here's a couple ways that you can break the cycle. All right, first and foremost, set limits. You gotta set limits. This is the hardest thing to do, is get used to telling people how to work with you. Tell people how to do business with you. Tell people how to interact with you on social media, right? Stay consistent for long periods of time. Consistency, people are attracted to consistency. And when you go from playing video games or, going clubbing with your buddies, and partying and hanging out and watching sports and all that stuff, to all of a sudden getting turned on and reading books and watching training videos and going down the YouTube rabbit hole trying to learn everything you can about whatever you're passionate about, and you start posting it on social media and telling people about your vision and your future and what you want to accomplish, it freaks them out. And just like my parents, it's natural for people that they're not used to that. They're not used to that level of energy, that level of intense focus, that intention, that commitment, that new you. They want the old you because the new you's reminding them of their own shortcomings. The new you is freaking them out because they realize they're not healthy. They're not financially stable. They're not committed. Do you guys understand what I'm saying right there? If you understand what I'm saying right there, leave a comment. I want you guys to say, "Oh yeah," in the comments right now. But that's what happens. And it's natural when you're young to feel like, "Oh my God, I'm pissing them off," or they're gonna not like me anymore, and they're gonna stop inviting me to things eventually because I keep telling them no, and I should probably go and hang out. And no, abso-freaking-lutely not. You're done with the old you. The line is in the sand. The new you is there, and you're gonna stay committed to this new you. You should be passionate about your success. Nobody else is gonna give it to you. Nobody's gonna do it for you. You can't sit on the sidelines of life and wait for the perfect opportunity to present itself. That's never gonna happen. The new you should love yourself so much that you should powerfully say no and set limits. The new you should be so passionate about your future that you make success an obligation and no longer an option. That nothing will get in your way, no video games, no hanging out, no worry about not getting invited to the next party. I promise you, when you're successful, and you're making that money and you're making it rain, and you're driving your new Lamborghini, or you're taking private jet rides to an island somewhere, sipping a drink with an umbrella in it, every hater, every naysayer, every single person that gave you their opinion, they're all gonna be your biggest cheerleader. They're all gonna get behind you because they're gonna be attracted to the consistent new you, and they're gonna want a piece of that. Stop making excuses. Stop making excuses and getting in your own way just to please somebody else, to be in a relationship that doesn't serve you. Set those limits. Say no more often. You deserve it. You have greatness inside you. There is not one person watching this right now that doesn't deserve to be very, very wealthy, very, very successful, very powerful. I've said this before, you guys might have heard me say this, but I believe that whatever gifts you have, we all don't have every gift under the sun. I'm never gonna dunk a basketball. You know, I'm not a great dancer. I'll never rap. I wanna rap, you know, but that's just not within me. Whatever gifts are within you though, stop focusing on all the things that you don't have. Focus on the ones that you do. Magnify them and bring them out. Live your purpose. Live your destiny. Lean in on that stuff. You have books to write. You have events to throw. You have people to help. You have great stories within you. You have movies to create. You have businesses to start. You have very powerful stuff locked within you. And if you're stuck at that place where you're so worried about everybody else, you're never going to be able to live your destiny. You guys understand what I'm saying right there? Do you feel me? This is the first time I've ever gone live on YouTube. I didn't know how it would go, but you guys showed up, and I love it. And I'm glad you're here. I'm glad Boomer's here. He's like, what the heck is going on? You gotta have fun. You only live one time. Why would you waste it worrying so much about somebody else's opinion when their opinions aren't gonna pay your bills? Their opinions aren't gonna help you retire your family, create a legacy, uplift your generation. Their opinions aren't gonna do it. Neither will Donald Trump's or President Obama's or any politician. You can't sit there and wait for prices to get better or taxes to get better or your parents to come and save you or your neighbors to come and help you or your best friend to give you some, you know, wisdom that he opens up his hand and says, here's success, there you go, have it. Nobody's gonna do that for you. You have to do it for yourself, and you can do it for yourself. You are absolutely capable. There's nothing that's gonna stop you. You're powerful, you're sexy, you're perfect just the way you are. You were put on this earth to do something big, not to just sit there, not to have anxiety, not to be stressed out all the time, not to be broke mentally, broke financially, broke emotionally. That's not you. That's not what you're meant. And if you're there right now, and I've been there, just realize it's temporary. Nothing is permanent. And the only reason you're in that situation is to help you create resolve, to create strength, to create wisdom, so that way, whatever opportunities come in your future, you're faster, stronger, smarter, and more capable to capture them and do something with them. And I know it doesn't feel like that when you're in that moment and your back's against the wall and you're freaking broke and you're pissed off and you got everybody telling you what to do and it sucks and you have anxiety and you can't sleep. I've been there. I know that feeling. It's the worst feeling in the world. And when you're there, you're like, yeah, right, I'm not here for my, future opportunities. You can't even see past, the next few minutes, let alone into the future. But I promise you, It's seasonal. The only thing guaranteed is change. The only guaranteed thing is next year is going to be a different year. 2019 could be the best year of your life. It will be the best year of your life if you commit to it. If you set limits with the people around you. If you powerfully say no, and the reason you're saying no is because you're focused and you're intent and you're committed to something bigger than yourself. You have amazing gifts within you, and I hope to see you crush it and dominate and go out there and do something powerful with it. That's all I got to say. I love you guys. Listen, make sure you subscribe to my YouTube channel. Please leave a comment underneath this video telling me what you would like me to talk about on one of my next lives. I'm doing this for you guys. You know, I do this because I'm passionate about it. I do this because I love to share what I've learned. I'm not the smartest guy in the world. There's still a lot more growth within me. There's still a lot of things that I want to go out and accomplish and do. But I've been able to, over the last 14 years, build a nice little empire. I've made tens of millions of dollars a year. You know, I have amazing, beautiful, real relationships with supportive, powerful people. And I want to share with you how I went from broke bookkeeper, you know, stressed out all the time, not even committed to myself, unsure, unconfident, to, you know, living in mansions, living on the water, driving spaceships, living the good life, doing what I want, when I want, with whom I want. I want to be able to share what I learned in the hopes that just you grab on a small piece of it and internalize it and make it your own, and then do something awesome with it, and then pay it forward to somebody else. Who knows? Maybe in a few years, I'll be watching you on YouTube teaching what you've learned and how to take somebody else's life to the next level. All right, that's all I got. Love you guys. Take care. Comb your hair. Down below this video, I'll add some links to some free resources. If you want to get into creative real estate investing, you can go to fliphousesbook.com, grab my free book. I don't have anything else left to say. So, you guys know what I always say at this point. I'm Cody Sperber, the Clever Investor, signing off for now. Take care. Comb your hair. Sperber out.